Michael Shikha Niketan Higher Secondary Government Sponsored Co-ed English Medium School has taken an excellent initiative of teaching and make our students learn day-to-day lessons through audio and video in our YouTube channel. Teachers of all the subjects are working hard to enhance these online classes in the midst of this pandemic situation. It is a request to all the teachers, students and guardians to click the bell icon and subscribe our channel.
Students, welcome to the geography class. Today our topic of discussion is chapter 6, satellite imagery and topographical maps. This is of class 10. So first we need to know what is satellites. We know that we have two type of satellites. One is natural and that is the moon, and the other is the artificial satellites, and all this satellite imagery is dealing with the artificial satellites. So what is the definition? These are the photographs of the earth taken by artificial satellites installed in the space. We know that artificial satellites nowadays are readily installed in the space because they give us a huge lot of information which is needed for predicting the weather and climate of everything of earth. Okay, not only weather and climate, the different physical features, physical relief, topographies, everything. This imagery, these satellite imageries are taken by super sensitive and highly sophisticated cameras, which the normal cameras cannot take. Okay, so the cameras which are used in this satellite imagery is super sensitive and highly sophisticated, okay, to take the desired photographs of the earth as a whole or a part of it. Now, this satellite imageries can be divided into three types. First one is the visible imagery. What is this visible imagery? First one, it can be viewed only during the daytime when clouds reflect the light of the sun. When clouds reflect the light of the sun, this type of imagery is called the visible imagery, and it can be taken only in the daytime. Clouds shows up as white, means when these imageries are captured, we can see that clouds is in white color, ground in grey color, and water in dark color. Next one is the infrared imagery. Pictures of clouds on earth's surface is identified the satellite sensors that measures the heat radiating sun of them, means infrared heat radiating from the sun, and it can be taken at any point of the day. It's unlike visible imagery which is been taken only during the daytime. And the last one is the water vapor imagery. Water vapor, by the name it indicates that it measures the amount of water vapor present in the atmosphere, upper layers of atmosphere. So with the highest humidity, it always shows the whitest, and the dry areas are shown by dark colors. Topographical maps. We have done satellite imagery. What is satellite imagery? And this is the topographical map. What is a topographical map? It is a sheet, topo sheet, or it is also called a topo sheet. It is a special type of map where several physical or man-made features are shown in detail. Okay, so topographical maps are large scale maps. That means it shows a very smaller area in a detailed way. How that it shows? It uses some conventional symbols. What are these conventional symbols? These symbols are same worldwide, means these are same for every country. Okay, so that there is no problem in recognizing these symbols. What are the features the topographical map shows? Relief, drainage, natural vegetation, temples, churches, etc. To name a few. It shows every type of detailed relief features which are present, which is man-made or natural, which is present on that particular area. Now, the topographical map, to make its understanding very clear, it takes the help of a scale. Like the satellite imagery takes the help of visible imagery, infrared imagery, and water vapor imagery. Here we use the scale. Okay, so what is the scale? First we should know what is a scale. Scale is the ratio between the map distance of same 2 points to the ground distance of that point, same 2 points on the ground. Okay, because we cannot draw so huge kilometers on our map, so we reduce that portion to our map scale. Now the scales are of three types. What? First is the statement or verbal scale. What is the statement or verbal scale? It states the distance on the map equal to what distance on the ground, just by a statement. Example like 2 centimeters equals to 1 kilometer, like this. The next one which is it uses representative fraction, which is also known as RF. What is RF? This is the ratio of the map distance to the equivalent distance on ground using the same unit or both. Generally, there is a flexibility in choosing the units, and this is the most important one which the topographical map uses, like 1 is to 50,000, means 1 centimeter on the ground is 50,000 in the ground. Now, the linear scale. This scale is drawn on a map ground length. It is actually divided into primary and secondary divisions. Okay, these two scales are generally not so much is used in the topographical sheets, but most of it is the representative fraction. With every topographical sheet you can get this representative fraction where it is written 1 is to something. Okay. Now we come to the next part of satellite imagery, is its characteristics and uses. So first, there are many characteristics. Out of them I have mentioned 5. First one, they are produced in digital form. It is very much obvious that we can see that this satellite imagery is in digital form. Second, it is generated from line scanners and digital cameras. The generation of this type of imagery is by scanners, high scanners and well equipped and digital cameras. The basic elements in this is a pixel. You know, everybody knows what is a pixel. It is a very familiar term nowadays, what is a pixel, and satellite imagery is also being, the basic element of satellite imagery is also a pixel. Next is the process row and column structure. Row and column structure, like this. Okay, and the scan lines may be observed. The lines may be observed in a satellite imagery. Next, the uses of a satellite imagery. Nowadays, without the satellite imagery, we cannot think of anything, because it helps in the prediction and anything. First is the part is meteorology. It is very important. Everybody will know this. Every day when we open the newspapers, the first part which we look onto is the weather forecasting, and that is done by the meteorological departments, and they take the help of this satellite imagery to predict the weather and climate, forecasting behavior of atmosphere and weather and what type of weather will be there. Next is oceanography, the study of oceans and marine resources. All comes under this oceanography, and how it is used: ship routing, fishing, condition of the sea, will the mariners go in the sea and all that. Agriculture can also be done it uses the technique of satellite imagery, means how much crop yield, what is the cropping pattern. Next is forestry, what type of vegetation is over there in that particular area. And obviously in geography, means mapping. We know that mapping cannot be done with nowadays, it is not done. It uses the technique of satellite imagery, and it is very much evident for geography, and there are several other uses, but to name a few, all these are uses of satellite imagery. In this chapter, we studied both the satellite imagery and topographical maps. Now, what is the difference? Why we are studying both of them together? There must be some points of difference between them. The first one is topographical maps shows detailed information of a smaller area. Means of a smaller area, the topographical map shows us all the important details, and whereas in satellite imagery it can show only the pictorial detail. Means if you are wanting a proper detail of a place to survey or something like that, satellite imagery is not useful in that case. Second one is it is drawn according to a predetermined scale. We know that it uses 3 types of scale, mostly the RF, and here the scale of satellite imagery is only true, means there is some distortions where the principal point there is a variation over there, and there may be distortion. So according to scale, the topographical map is much more convenient than the satellite imagery. Next is areas which are inaccessible, where the surveyor cannot go, it cannot be mapped in topographical thing. But as it is a imagery taken by the artificial satellites, that's why it can be readily obtained. Fourth one, it do not show up-to-date information. For up-to-date information, you have to depend on satellite imagery, not the topographical maps. And next one, relative relief is readily found in topographical maps because it shows detailed things, and relative relief is not readily apparent because it takes a pictorial representation or pictographic thing of image by a satellite image. Now, the first in July 1972, the first artificial satellite imagery was launched by NASA, and it was named Earth Resources Technological Satellite by USA NASA. And from that day onwards, we have many things, but on the first is being remembered. Go through the lesson chapter 6. There are very short questions which is very important for your exam. Apart from all this which I have explained, I have just explained the important things for but you should go through the lesson in your book so that you get all the short questions and all those things. A question bank will be prepared, and I hope that it will be very much helpful.
Thanks for watching. Leave a like and comment. Subscribe. And do share the video among your friends.